Maybe you are also living in an area where you are now under lockdown and you are facing social isolation. And in this video I want to talk about how you can actually make the best use of this time of being alone, of feeling lonely, and how you can actually gain something from this experience. In the past I have done several solo meditation retreats, which was a very enlightening experience, and particularly I had deep insight into the question and the feeling of loneliness, and I want to share my insights here with you. Loneliness. I'm sure you have felt it and you know what it feels like, and in your heart maybe you are feeling that something is missing during times of loneliness. And when it really hits hard, it can drive you a little bit crazy because you are looking to escape this feeling. And if you are under social isolation right now, you may have experienced this feeling recently. But this is an opportunity. And I see this opportunity in introspection. It gives the time for introspection to really ask yourself the question, what am I? Who am I? And get to the core of your true being. Because one of the biggest distractions from our core being, from knowing who we are our social relationships. Because this personality that we are, is coming forth in our social interactions. And it's difficult to drop this when we are constantly and every day dealing with other people. Every time you're interacting with someone, you have this role to play and you are fulfilling some role in the conversation. And you may not realize this, but subconsciously you are playing out different worldviews. You are relating to your experience in a much different way than from a place where you deeply know who and what you are. And so this time where we are isolated can be the trigger to say, I drop my role, I drop my ego, and I let go of my character that I play in this game we call life, and really look inward. You have the time now to meditate, to focus in on this nothingness and to distinguish between experience, being, thoughts, knowing, and really get clear about what it is that you are experiencing, that you call your life. And one of the fascinating experiences I want to share from my darkness retreat is when you come out of this, it's so transformative and it's so clear, without a doubt in your mind, that what you're experiencing here is a dream. When you come out of 10, 14, or even longer days in complete isolation and darkness, where this visual and also auditory input is completely lacking, your sense of being becomes so large, becomes so huge, it extends beyond space. There's not really this very focused, dense point of ego anymore, of being here somewhere behind the eyes, looking out into the world. When you're in this state of meditation in a darkness retreat, you feel like you are nowhere and everywhere. And then there comes this moment when you turn on the light, and somewhere in this very first moment there is a shock, because this visual field is really what makes you a person, what makes you you. And immediately when the light turns out, it's dizzying, but you retract back. Your sense of being from feeling infinite comes back to this middle point, and you feel at the same time still so infinite that you are clearly feeling that all of this, what you are experiencing, this whole world, is undoubtedly arising within your true being. And maybe this isolation that you are experiencing right now under lockdown can give you an opportunity to get a glimpse into this beauty of yourself, of your true self, of your real being. And I would suggest not to dread this experience and think negatively about that you cannot see your friends, that you cannot go out with them to restaurants or movies or concerts. As all of this is cancelled right now, try to make the best out of the situation. And maybe if you are spiritually interested, really take the opportunity to look inward and contemplate this question: who am I? What am I? And again, make a clear distinction in your knowing between experience and being, between thoughts and real knowing. And then this social isolation may end up being a beautiful trigger for your next step on the spiritual path. With that, thank you and see you in the next video.